Not just the ones locked up, but many other convicts have died in mass imprisonment. The loss impacts not only communities and towns, but also friends and family members. This is Ricky Jackson, condemned to die in 1975 after being wrongfully convicted of killing a young man named Harold Franks in Cleveland, Ohio.
Case in 1975. It was in front of Judge George McMonigle, and they were finding him guilty at that point, and Mr. Jackson actually was sentenced to death.
The only evidence used against Ricky was a 13-year-old boy named Eddie Vernon's eyewitness statement, which would later be crucial in Ricky Jackson's exoneration.
That was the state of Ohio pretty weird, but Mr. McGinty said the other day the state of Ohio. This time, I make a motion to dismiss.
Jackson served the longest sentence for an exoneree in prison, 39 years, before being released. Jackson was allegedly given a death sentence in the electric chair. About 40 years later, Eddie Vernon, who is now 52, came forward and admitted the truth, claiming he was not present when the murder took place.
I take a lot of courage to do what you did, man. Thank you, man. Sorry, brother. Yes.
At this point, Jackson knows that he can go.
All right, the case will be dismissed. Mr. Jackson is going to be free to go. I suggest to you that life is filled with small victories, and this is a big one.
Here we have Luis Vargas, convicted on December 7, 1999. Luis spent 16 years in prison for sexual assault, of which he was not guilty. His daughter Crystal Vargas was 10 years old when he got 55 years of a life sentence. Police concluded that it was the same person that committed all three attacks. On November 23, 2015, Luis Vargas got discharged from all three sexual assaults.
He is in fact innocent because the evidence will show that it undermines the prosecution's case.
A Los Angeles judge, Ryan, overturned Luis's conviction after 16 years in jail when recent DNA evidence exonerated him of the crimes.
Our client was excluded from the DNA on the victim's clothing.
Luis was the 20th liberated client overall and the third DNA release for the California Innocence Project then.
Not having a father figure is difficult. You don't have that sense of protection, that sense of security.
This is John Bunn, wrongfully convicted of a murder committed in 1991. Louis N. Scarcella, an NYPD detective, arrested 14-year-old Bunn. Before his 2018 conviction, Bunn had served more than 16 years in jail and almost 12 on parole.
I'm an innocent man, Your Honor, and I have always been an innocent man.
In 2013, proof of Detective Scarcella's extensive misconduct was publicly disclosed. After spending 28 years behind bars, Judge Simpson ordered a retrial in November 2016, noting that police had destroyed evidence that may have been used to identify the murderers. The prosecution dropped the allegations against John Bunn in May 2018.
Y'all know that y'all convicted and had a wrong man in prison.
In 2020, the city agreed to a $5.9 million settlement with Bunn regarding his complaint for malicious prosecution, violation of due process, and civil rights conspiracy. This is Susan Mellen, sentenced to 17 years in jail after being found guilty of killing a homeless guy. Mellen was given a life sentence without the possibility of release. Documents in the case show that June Patty, the witness who insisted she overheard Mellen confess, had a long history of providing law enforcement with false information. Mellen's case was investigated by Deidre O'Connor, head of a project known as Innocence Matters.
Really hard to get people to be open to see that they might have made a mistake.
Judge Mark Arnold of the Superior Court stated, "I think she's innocent. For that reason, I think the legal system failed in this case."
I believe, based on what I've read, that she's innocent. And for that reason, I think the criminal justice system failed.
Applause allegedly broke out in the courtroom, which was packed with Mellen's family and friends. And with this, we've come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.